Hey guys, Mark Ferrasci, Portrait Dog Training in Lucifer. I kind of wanted to take a chance this morning, and I already did a yak session as I started out this morning with Diana. I'll do the same thing with Lucifer and kind of accent some of the quality points. We know that Diana is my strongest one that I've got, that I've held back out of the three. She's already placed, she's going. We've got Lucifer, who is the bigger of the thing, is his ear set is not as distinct as some of the other dogs, so that throws it off. He's probably going to grow into it. His head's going to get bigger. He's going to grow into his ears, right? Lucifer, he's checking things out. But he has got the nature out of all three of them. He's got the nature that's the most giving in a family oriented. I can see him having somebody that might want sport. I don't know if he's going to go to the street. You don't know. He's only 11 weeks old. There's plenty of growth for him to do, but he's got more of a heart. I don't know how to explain it, but he's just more of a giving dog that I sense that he would make a good pet / personal protection type of dog. He doesn't have that real drivey intensity that you've got out of Diana and of Diogi, right? It's still there. Don't get me wrong. I'm not putting any negative against him. He's got more of an ability maybe to be in a good family, that kind of thing. Who knows? But he shows a lot more of a loving nature. I don't know how to explain it, but there's just something he's grabbing at me. I want to say pet quality, but I don't want you guys to go in the attitude that a first dog owner, that kind of thing, should have a Dutchie. I just don't agree with it. They're too much dog for most people. To be honest with you guys, I really feel that most people shouldn't even have a friggin' dog. And that sounds harsh with being in my trade and everything and how much I love my animals. But at the same time, society really sucks. You know, people work all day long, they have a busy, and they put their dog in the backyard. Dog never gets worked, doesn't ever fulfill a function. I always want my dogs to fulfill a function. In my life, they do. They fulfill a function. Of course, that's because that's all I do, but in a general sense, most society doesn't have that. If you want a lap dog, go get yourself a poodle. Well, actually, poodles are working dogs, standard poodles, working dogs too, but so I really have an attitude about that. Yes, good. He's going to get his, yes, he's about the same spot that Diana's in, so I'll start imprinting my yes marker with him as well, right? Yoshi? Yes. Good. Yes. Good. He has no clue. I'm trying to pause a little bit before I start my movement, right? Yes. Then move, right? They catch the movement is going to overshadow your marker. It's not critical, but it's something you need to be aware of so you don't get stuck to a point where the movement becomes your marker, right? Asi. Yes. Good. Diogi. Kusha. Kusha. Nope. Good. Good. So all the dogs at this point have a good understanding of their markers, no, good, and yes. And in this case, yes has not been installed yet. You hear me talking about it. I've basically been using that, the clicker. And now we're going to shake it and go to yes. And the reason we do that is we can't carry a clicker around everywhere we go, right? That's good. It'd be impossible. So we've got to have the marker be something that's more convenient to us, and our voice is where it's at. Just try to make sure that your voice is always the same exact monotone sound. Asi. Yes. Good. Yes. Good. Yes. Got one trainer out there that does a chirp. I've never seen that before, but hey, if it works for him, what does it matter, right? Everybody's got their little styles, including me. And when I do certain things a certain way that one trainer might say is wrong, but it's really not wrong as long as you're consistent and you always do the same things and you're fair, right? Consistency, fairness in training, that's the important part. Good. Diogi. Good. Diogi, listen to me. Good. Lucifer. Good boy. Lucifer. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Good boy. Now he's actually hearing his name and he's starting to understand that something's coming, right? Because I always build my dogs with dog's name first, preparatory to a command, right? Which is part of my explosion release. It's the same thing. It's going to go into any action. The only command we don't give a dog's name first is stay, sit, or downstay. You're not asking him to do anything. Everything else I've keyed into how I build my animals into speed, into explosion releases. It's going to create a lot of speed, so I don't have to correct the dog to avoid a correction. All I've got to do is go into a pattern of how I work the dog, and pretty soon he's going to understand that I want speed. I see. Yo. Yes, good boy. What was that all about? All right, Mark Ferrasci, Pro Tech Dog Training in Lucifer.